right, just some tips on how to get or more buck for your bang. Look, work it out. I was at Kroger and I wanted to get some raspberries. I am the queen at killing raspberries, but I want to be successful at growing them, so I just keep buying them if they die. So they had this raspberry plant out there. So now they got all the plants out in front of Lowe's and Home Depot and the grocery store. Don't be afraid to buy your plants wherever you can get them. And I think I paid maybe like $10 for this plant. But what had me excited was, although it was one plant, I knew that just by looking at it, I could get more than one plant out of it. So when you see them having runner at the base of the plant, that's a good plant. It is a live plant. It is very much alive. It has shoots on it. And so you look for the runners at the bottom and you're getting more than one plant. I've already started some of them, just picking up the runners, putting them in containers. And now instead of having one plant for my money, I have two. This is the Raspberry Heritage. I guess it's just a traditional raspberry plant. And I've heard they do really well in containers. Again, I'm new to growing fruit trees and berry trees. I've been more of a vegetable gardener, but since we've gotten our property, I'm getting into more of growing trees and nut trees and berries. And it's another update from Stark Brothers. I did order some walnut trees. These are the black trees. What's the variety? Let me see here. This is the Burbank Royal Black Walnut tree. And I'll probably have to do a whole separate video on how I get them planted up in the ground. They do need to cross-pollinate, so I did end up getting a total of 3 of them. This one is self-pollinate, but it will help to pollinate this variety of blackberries. This is the Thomas Black Walnut. Like I said, I'm getting into the walnut trees. I'm going to try the very best to get them into the ground here in the next week or so, because we are going into spring very quickly, and I know they're going to be coming out of dormancy. And these were some more trees that I got from Stark Brothers. Just a quick overview on how a lot of the berry and fruit trees did overwinter. These are my fig trees. I did overwinter them. You can see they haven't broken out of dormancy yet. This is a chokeberry that I overwintered, and it's starting to kind of break out of dormancy, so that's there. My has already come out of dormancy. You can see new leaf growth. I am going to start getting some of these trees to the ground here shortly. These were their temporary homes that I up-potted them to just cure them. A lot of these are like my apple trees, my dwarf apple trees. Quite a bit of these are like my pear trees. This is a lemon tree I was gifted, and I will be up-potting it here shortly. These were the raspberries that I overwintered, and one way you can tell if it's alive is by just coming in here and just scratching the stem here. And as you can see, as I scratch it, you can see how it's green, and that means that the plant is still alive. It just hasn't come out of dormancy. They're pretty short. But just a quick update on how some of my berries and fruit trees are doing out here. And I will give you guys an update also on how I get them all planted up, where on the property, and the process that I go through. So keeping you all updated here, how garden season 2025 is going.